Rays Baseball is brought to you by Orlando Health. We make it personal. By Rooms to Go. Get fashion, style, and quality, all at low prices on every item, every day. And by the Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card. Earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Terms apply. Rays and the Minnesota Twins just around the corner, and Ryan Bass will visit with the 2-home run hero Jonathan Aranda coming up next.
First.
Rays TV presented by Union Home Mortgage. It's the Rays and the Twins. Game 2 of the series here from Tropicana Field. About to get started and underway here inside the Dome. Inside the Rays dugout, Jonathan Aranda here with me. Johnny, your first career multi-homer game yesterday. How do you build off of that performance into tonight?
Bueno, fue un momento muy bonito, ¿no? Único en mi carrera, obviamente que podemos tratar de agarrar esa confianza en ahora en adelante y poder ayudar más al equipo.
Yeah, it was a great moment, right? It allowed me to get a lot of confidence, and I just want to keep that confidence going, and obviously the biggest thing is just to keep helping out the team.
Guy next to you, Junior Caminero, you hit behind him. How much of a luxury is it to have him right in front of you?
Bueno, es maravilloso ver la que da su batazo, sabemos la calidad de jugador que es y esperamos mucho más de él y sabemos que va a pasar.
Yeah, it's marvelous to just watch his at-bats, right? And hopefully he keeps helping out in all those types of ways, and we know it because he's a great player.
Excited to see what you two have for an encore. Johnny, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Jonathan Aranda and Junior Caminero in the 2-3 holes again today for Tampa Bay. Dwayne, let's get things rolling.
Thank you very much. And, you know, if you look back on Aranda, those 2 home runs and each of his last 3 hits going back to Tuesday have been home runs. So we'll see how that power trip continues for the Rays power hitters, Jonathan Aranda and Junior Caminero.
How about all 4 home runs last night hit between those two over 400 feet?
Yep.
Over 400 feet. Absolute blast. And that's what's the great thing about this Rays offense is they'll do that from time to time, but then they've got a lot of other ways. They play small ball as well as anybody too, so it's very versatile. They find a lot of ways to score runs.
Well, the Rays taking the field with Aranda headed out there to first base. Take a quick moment and look back at those blasts. 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 6th.
How about that fastball right there was actually a ball. It was in off the plate. He was able to barrel it, keep it fair, and then he wasn't done. Got a hanging breaking ball right there, a curveball that he just absolutely walloped.
And a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Orlando Health. Byron Buxton will lead off and play center field for Minnesota. Austin Martin will hit second in front of the designated hitter Josh Bell. The catcher's Ryan Jeffers hitting cleanup. It will be Victor Caratini at first base. Luke Keyshaw at second. Matt Wallner, the number 7 hitter, batting in front of Royce Lewis, and Brooks Lee, the shortstop, bats ninth.
Well, taking the mound this afternoon for the Tampa Bay Rays is going to be left-hander Shane McClanahan, making his 5th start of the season, looking to even that record up at 2-2. And how about this? Minnesota is now facing a left-handed starter for the 14th time in their 27 games. So they have seen enough of the lefties, but I'll tell you what, when Shane McClanahan is on, it doesn't matter how many lefties that you've seen, he can take over a ball game. This is the mix, that 4-seam fastball, slider, the changeup, a very big pitch for him. The slider more against the lefties, and an occasional curveball.
And he seems to be more and more comfortable each time out. And he begins his 5th start, and there is a swing and a miss on an opening fastball to Buxton, strike 1. Buxton at .218 for the year. Right back over the mound, backhanded Palacios with a high throw, and that's going to go into the dugout. Well, the pickup made on the shortstop side of the bag, and the throw sailing by first into the dugout.
He never got through the throw. You see right there, he never got through the throw. That ball came out hot and high. Buxton heading down to second base now. Boy, he was just set up, just didn't get out over that front side. You talk about that with pitchers. When you don't finish out in front, that ball will sail.
So they ruled out a hit and an error.
Really?
And Martin takes the pitch up. Buxton winds up at second. A foul ball out of play. 1-1. You have to think with Palacios on the shortstop side of the bag coming up with that good throw gets him.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think Richie will tell you the same thing. I mean, he got to that ball, got around it very well, and you know, made that throw and it just sailed. Challenge.
And, you know, the ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Ball is confirmed. The pitch is a strike. Minnesota has one challenge remaining.
Boy, an early challenge does not go Martin's way. There's a pitch right there. It's a changeup. A changeup you don't expect at the top of the zone, and so Martin goes to the challenge, does not get it. That's a challenge it.
McClanahan
Challenge
wondering what was going on there. He thought it was a strike. There appeared to be no call.
Catcher's challenging the ball call.
Yes, this is right down the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was looking at here. This is why everybody was so surprised. This isn't even close.
Ball's overturned. The bat is out.
Well, now Derek Shelton wants to get in on this, and
he's already been thrown out once for this. He's already been thrown out once for challenging a challenge that didn't go well.
Yep. And he wants to talk to the crew chief, Bill Miller, down there at third base.
Well, here's the thing. The reason that Fortes didn't challenge right away is because why would you? It was right down the middle. You're just assuming you can't miss that. It's not even remotely borderline. And so then when he finds out, wait, well, you called that a ball? Okay, I'm challenging. That's ridiculous.
Okay, I get what Derek's trying to do as a manager of the team,
right? Who
he feels was offended, but the nature of the game would be offended if that's not a strike and an out.
Absolutely. And isn't this what it's for?
So Kevin Cash now in conversation.
Everybody acted as if there was time called, because there was no call made at home plate, ball or strike.
Well, if this is anything but a strike, I mean, we're going to have some explaining to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the pitch wasn't even acknowledged.
Wow.
And you're right, Derek Shelton has to do what he has to do, but my goodness, if this goes against the Rays.
All right, the batter. Sorry about that. The batter called time previous to the pitch. So therefore, there's no ABS challenges. There has been no pitch. The count is 1-2.
So the fans don't like this. You heard what the umpire, the crew chief, Bill Miller, said. Looking for time anywhere in here.
Right there he mouthed time and then stepped out. Now, it doesn't mean it was granted. You don't have to grant them time, but you could read his lips and he said time and then stepped out. That's why that play looked like time was called. It was called, but I don't know if it was granted. Watch his mouth. Time. Okay, and he's going to step out. Everybody else can, you know, and then there was no call made, strike a ball.
Wow. What a way to start the day.
This is a 4 o'clock game, not a nooner.
Now that's a strike, and he's out of there. Took a couple extra pitches, but Austin Martin is out number 1.
Good slider right there by McClanahan. We always talk about his fastball, of course, the changeup, but how about that slider? He rips that right down in, cannot hold up.
So Buxton Still at second base with one out. Here's Josh Bell. He's the designated hitter. Lifting it into right center. And that's going to be caught for the second out. Tag at second. Buxton's going to go to third. And he will make it there. Fraley made the catch. And after the grab, Buxton advances. So Bell is out number 2. Now Ryan Jeffers. Jeffers starting the afternoon, hitting .267. The pitch is a strike. He has as many at-bats as anybody in this Minnesota lineup against McClanahan. 1 for 4 in his career. And nice right there with that changeup.
He's going soft a lot here this first time through the order, or at least this first inning. We've seen some sliders, we've seen the curveball, we've seen obviously a very good changeup right there.
A little tap.
And maybe to get the opposition off of his four-seam fastball. His four-seam fastball not acting like it did the last time he was active back in 23. You don't expect it to at this point.
Yeah, the opposition hitting over 300 off that.
Yeah, and some of the attributes of the pitcher just a little bit off, so he's pitching a little backwards here early.
Fly ball center field. Mullins is there just as he hits the track to make the catch. We go to the bottom of the first. Chandler Simpson will lead off.
Do you know why?
Rays half of the inning coming. No score. Minnesota leaving a man aboard in the top of the frame. Lineup brought to you by Orlando Health. Chandler Simpson leads off, followed by Junior Caminero and Jonathan Aranda. Yandy Diaz, Jake Fraley, and Ben Williamson down the heart of the lineup, followed by Cedric Mullins, Nick Fortes, and Richie Palacios.
Well, taking the ball this afternoon for the Minnesota Twins is going to be right-hander Bailey Ober, making his 6th start of the season.
First pitch is a strike call to Chandler.
Perfect 2-0 record, ERA of 4.15, 24 punch-outs up against the 9 walks. Not overpowering. That fastball is going to sit in the upper 80s.
A little bit in there.
So precision is the name of the game for Bailey Ober. He has got to stay out of the middle of the plate because his stuff just will not play there, as you see what he attacks the hitters with.
2-1. Lifetime 3 games over 500. 33-30. Ober at 6-9. And he misses off speed. Takes the count to 3-1. And ball 4. The Rays have speed aboard immediately here with the leadoff walk to Chandler Simpson.
Well, let's go ahead and set that Minnesota defense for you. Outfield left to right, we've got Austin Martin, Byron Buxton, and Matt Wallner. Infield third to first, Royce Lewis, Brooks Lee, Luke Keeschel, and Victor Caratini, with Ryan Jeffers back behind the plate.
But not a lot of at-bats for the Rays against Ober, but Caminero 1 for 2. There goes the runner, and there will be no throw. Chandler Simpson stealing second base with ease.
And you have to. You know, Bailey Ober has only given up 1 stolen base in 1 attempt. But right there, the idea that you're going to walk him to start off the bottom of the first inning, you have got to try to make him pay right now. And that's exactly what he did. By the way, did you see Ober, how badly he pulled that pitch in his haste to try to get it to home plate? He knew what was coming.
That's a strike. Well, 8 home runs now for Junior Caminero. And hits it on 1 hop to the right side. Keeschel, the second baseman, plays it to first with Simpson going to third.
keep your eye on that pitch. As we looked at Bailey Ober's mix, he uses the changeup more than anything else, and the average against it is just 182. And because he doesn't have that overpowering fastball, he really never did, but he's even lost a few miles per hour off of that. He really leans on that changeup to try to get a hitter just a little bit off balance, and he did right there with Junior.
Infield up with Jonathan Aranda in the batter's box. It's a ball.
And Bailey Ober, not a ground ball guy. He is well below big league average in getting the ground ball, but the Twins are hoping for one here.
Strike out away from Aranda. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up short left. This is Martin coming in to make the catch, tagging at third. Simpson's going to try to score, and the throw is in time. Simpson cut down at the plate, tried to get in head first, and the out call by Brian Walsh, and the Rays trying to determine whether they want to take a look, and apparently they do.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, it is bang bang, and if they think they got there.
The call on the field was out at home plate. Tampa Bay is challenging.
Well, let's take a look. That throw, it's a really good throw by Martin. Did the hand get there in time? I mean, it is bang bang. I will tell you this, if Austin Martin gets a little momentum behind catching that ball, this probably isn't this close. He threw that ball flat-footed and still almost got him. And I don't, you know, this rate, the burden of proof is on the Rays. You're gonna have to build it.
Yeah, they'll have to take a look at a number of angles, as many as they can get.
I mean, that is it definitive enough? That's the problem. I mean, you know, it has to be something where it's a no-brainer. You're like, oh yeah, he definitely got that hand there. It's close, but we didn't see anything definitive as they attempt to build that mosaic. And watch the throw by Martin, though. This ball's up there forever, and he does not get a good amount of momentum behind it. He catches it flat-footed and then makes the throw. If he's got momentum moving towards home plate, it might not even be that close, but still an impressive throw, flat-footed.
You know, the Rays are hoping that there is a clear angle to support their case.
Yeah,
because that's what it's going to take.
That's right. That's the definitive definition.
In the meantime, Ober staying loose just in case.
And you can see too, watch it. Yeah, the hand goes to the top front of the home plate instead of maybe trying to get that back edge.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is out. Tampa Bay will lose their challenge.
So the Rays lose the challenge. Simpson cut down at the plate on the fly ball to left. Martin to Jeffers. There it is again. Through one, no score. Well, a lot going on in that first inning, but no runs. We go to the second. It will be Victor Caratini, who's playing first base in this game after catching last night. And McClanahan's first pitch. Caratini takes strike one.
Yeah, right there, first pitch slider. He has been pitching this Minnesota Twin lineup so far. I know it's early, but he's been pitching them backward. The off speed, the breaking balls early, fastballs late.
Up the middle, and it's grabbed there by Palacios. Shading him that way. Had to go to the shortstop side of the bag, but he got it.
And that's why he got it. That was a fastball up, but it was hit so softly. Again, everything's been backwards. And look at that ball right off the label. It kind of floats out to Palacios. But the glasses match the swoosh so well.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Pitch. Second baseman Luke Kershaw takes it upstairs. Look, a little flash everywhere.
Oh, this is the day before that you could church it up.
Oh, a base hit. The left center. It's cut off by Simpson. Big turn, and Kershaw stops at first with a single.
Well, and Keyshaw has not been swinging the bat very well. Take a look at the location of this pitch. Going to come with a slider, and it just doesn't have that same bite as the ones that we've seen earlier in this game. That one kind of, he got underneath it. It stayed flat middle, and Keyshaw was all over it.
So he got that foot down a little early and still stroked it in. Yeah, you're right about where he's been. He got a 4 for 30 coming in to this game.
I knew it was not good. I didn't know it was that.
Now Wallner. Matt Wallner. It's the fastball there, a little wide. A couple singles so far for Minnesota. Strikeout in the first for McClanahan. He got Martin on strikes. And he's ahead of Wallner here, 1-2. Wallner was on base twice last night with a walk and a single. Officially 1 for 3. And he got him. He chased him with that slider.
Made an adjustment, Dwayne. The two previous sliders were up and flat, and this one he makes the adjustment, which is what you have to do. You're your own pitching coach out there. He gets on top of it and watch the depth. Oh, there you go. Start it low, finish it lower. Good sweeping action too.
Lewis fouls it off speed. Royce Lewis. You were on it right away, but interesting to watch him in the first couple innings. I mean, make the adjustment and pitch.
Yeah. Well, and again, your first pitch to Lewis was a changeup. That's what we've been seeing. First pitch changeup, first pitch slider. You know, a lot of off speed and breaking balls early. Sprinkling in the fastball here or there. I think he's just trying to keep this Twin lineup off that heater first time through. Get him thinking. Okay, what's he doing? Because usually Shane comes out leading with that heater every start.
Runner takes off. The pitch is down. Throw is. Did he stay on the bag as they kept the tag on him? But he did, and a stolen base for Keyshaw. He is 6 of 6 in that department.
Well, off and running, up and out with the throw. Well, you got to hang on. You got to hang on tight. You got all that momentum. Oh, yeah, that's right.
The Rays.
That's a strike.
Want to take a look at that.
Fortes is right.
Catcher's challenging the ball.
I'm putting the dollar in the right in the. It's there.
There it is. It's a strike. 1-2. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
I love the AB. I do enjoy. I mean, it adds that layer.
And it's so quickly done.
It is, which you love. Absolutely love.
A little piece of that. Change up.
Unless the hitter calls timeout that never is granted. Then it might take a beat.
It's a bit inside. Lewis starting the day at 208, and against lefties, right-handed hitting infielder, he's hitting 167 against lefties. And a foul ball, just a little piece of it. So we'll see another 2-2 pitch. Yeah, there it is. Changeup got him swinging. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1 on a slider, and this one on the change. We go to the bottom of inning 2. No score. Rays post-game concert series back full swing at Tropicana Field. Chase Rice Saturday, May 2nd, when the Rays take on the Giants. Visit RaysBaseball.com/Chase Wright. Chase Wright, May 2nd. That's Saturday. Here's Yandy Diaz. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Yandy followed by Fraley and then Williamson. Yandy a little bit out in front. That pitch sweeping. 0-2. Upstairs. 1-2. Yandy sends it into right center. Buxton is there to grab it. Had a lot of time. Some hang time on that one. One away. Now Jake Fraley. Fraley back in the Rays lineup after fouling that ball off his leg Tuesday. So back here hitting fifth and takes the pitch for a strike. Quickly down 0-2. Rays facing the right-hander Ober, 30 years old, out of Huntersville, North Carolina. She's down. Played for the College of Charleston. There he is, 6'9", 260. Into the seats and out of play.
That's what makes it really interesting. 6'9", 260, and you talk about coming downhill and the fastball averaging 88, 89. Now you would expect, especially in the today's game, all the velocity that's out there, and he just does not have it. And I'm sure it's not for a lack of working, trying, all the different things, and look how it's come down. 3 miles per hour. It's come down to about that much over the last couple of seasons, which is again why he relies on that changeup so much.
Yeah, that's statistically speaking his favorite pitch. Not by a lot, but still it tops the list.
I mean, you need a little change of pace if you're not going to be able to line up or light up the radar gun.
Hopper to the left side. Lewis, the third baseman, just foul, makes the catch.
Or not. Yep.
2 up, 2 down. And Ben Williamson, who's playing shortstop today. Williamson at second base in last night's game, 0 for 3, drew a walk. That's a strike. Williamson capable of playing a number of positions. And that just missed. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. That's a line drive, going to fall for a base hit. One hop to Austin Martin and a 2-out single. Well, he doesn't throw that hard, BA, but relatively speaking. But I mean, here's a guy at 6'9" and that big reach. I mean, it's not something the hitters see every day when he releases that pitch where he does.
They don't. The thing that works then against him is, okay, the look is different, but the velocity's not gonna. It's not gonna get me. If the fastball is sitting at 89. It's a different reach and height too. I mean, all of the things is he's a big guy, and so that's just a different look than you see a lot of times. But the stuff had better be there too, or guys that are going to make that adjustment very quickly. And by the way, they've already seen Bailey. They saw him up in Minnesota earlier this season.
Now a strike. It's 2-1. Two. The Rays saw him in that opening game of that series in Minnesota. They got 3 runs in 4 innings off him, a couple of walks and 4 hits. And the count is full to Mullins. Fortes would be next. And he has not only done a good job behind the plate, but he swung the bat well. Runner will be off. There he goes. 3-2 and a high fly ball down the right side. That ball
Catwalk.
hit the catwalk and then winds up out of play.
It was okay. I'll give it to you right here, Dwayne. Right over here. It was the B.
Aha.
Yep. Well, this is D. We got C. So it hit this one here.
So he gets another shot with a 3-2 count. Williamson takes off and a swing and miss on that pitch. Fighting down and in. So the slider got him. We're through 2, no score.
Well, how about the boys in the truck? Our Toyota trend, and already we talked about Shane early on here pitching this Minnesota lineup backwards, and total pitches 27, just 7 four-seam fastballs, including just 3 on the first pitch. A lot of sliders, curveballs, changeups. In fact, if you want the breakdown, right there's a slider. So it's been 9 changeups, 9 sliders, 3 curveballs, and 7 fastballs for Shane here early, at least the first time through the lineup. We'll see if that changes. And
a lot of strikes. Coming into this inning, 27 pitches, 23 strikes.
Yeah, now what? 24 of 29. An outstanding amount. And again, changing speeds. First 2 pitches of this at bat have been breaking ball changeup. Now the changeup.
Ooh, that's a dandy right there.
So he's thrown 7 fastballs in his first 30 pitches. When was the last time he ever did that? I would venture a guess never.
Yeah.
Absolutely never.
Well, he is not shying away from it.
No.
I mean, one right after another.
And when you're doing it in the manner in which he is, this was the game plan coming in. A lot of soft stuff early. And we'll see if the fastball usage picks up. But right now, hanging on that change.
That's like 3 in a row.
Yeah, and that's coming after a first pitch breaking ball.
How about 4 in a row?
There you go. He's got a good changeup, and he's getting more depth on that pitch this season.
Oh, and he comes back with the 4-seamer.
Well, you know what? 4 straight changeups. Yeah. Guess what? 4 straight changeups at 87, 88. Our Advent Health strike zone makes this 97 look like 100. And it was by him right through the middle of the zone. Look at the drive.
And here's the thing. First time through, 9 hitters, 4 strikeouts, and you had Buxton stepping back.
I think he got a ball, though.
I guess he thought he had time, and the pitch was called a ball, and there was no time granted. So it's 1-0.
There was no time granted to Austin Martin either.
Yeah, that's true.
And yet he got a redo.
Now a strike. 2-1. And that's going to even it. 2-2.
2-1 changeup. That is such a weapon because that hitter's got it geared up, especially when you got the fastball reputation that Shane does.
Well, outside of third.
There were actual times where I didn't mind falling behind a hitter 2-1.
Kind of set him up.
Right. Yeah. Now here comes, you think you're going to get the heater. Here comes the 2-1 changeup. You just grounded out on it, and now you really, really don't like yourself.
Yep. There's a big league pop up there. Foul ball. Now fair. It hit something up there, I think.
Yeah, it did. I mean, that came. Yeah, Bill Miller down at third base is pointing. Bill Miller's running the game right now.
Yes, he is.
Good Lord.
Well, he's the crew chief, and Derek Shelton's going to come out.
And Derek's probably going to argue whatever it hit was in fair territory, so that should be a fair ball. I don't think it was.
There's Fortes.
Yeah, that right there. The ball came down harder than it went up.
Yeah, and when he located it, his next move was even deeper into foul territory.
Oh, absolutely.
You'd love to.
He's like, Derek, you were the hitting coach here. You know the ground rules.
Yeah, it'd be fun just to have heard that discussion.
There's be some bleeps in there, but it would be something to that effect.
Yeah. Way to clean it up. 2-2 now. 1 out, base is empty. Oh, pretty close.
God, I like that pitch right there.
Yes.
But Buxton was not looking for that at all. He just pulled it down and in. If this is in the zone, man, he's done. He is done. That caught him by surprise.
3-2 popped up. Back to the changeup. Foul ball, and that carries out a play. How about this at bat? 8 pitches in. Couple change up. Here's this. Then another change. Then back and forth.
Edge of the seat.
Yeah.
I'm at the edge of the seat.
Oh.
Can't wait to see who calls time next, if it's granted or not. When Bill inserts himself into another situation.
That's right.
I mean, there's a lot going on in this game.
1 out, base is empty, no score. And a foul ball. Out of play.
You wonder here. It's been fastball change, back and forth, back and forth. Do you start right here? Do you go back to that slider? You back and forth them, or do you double up on the changeup? Because you've gone. There's a lot of options here for Shane.
The 11th pitch of the at-bat got him.
Doubled
and
up.
he got him with a change.
Yes, and had four-seam change were the last 4 pitches. So instead of going back or going different, he's like, you know what, I'm just going to double up on the change. He does, and he gets the desired result.
What a battle. He threw 12 pitches in the first inning, 11 strikes. 15 pitches, 12 strikes in the second. That was an 11-pitch at bat to finally get Buxton on strikes. Austin Martin, 1 ball, no strikes. Now strike. Stairs.
Dwayne, you want to talk about a battle and ending up going Shane's way? Watch the reaction from Byron Buxton on this changeup. Just, yeah, you got me. You got me.
3-1. Well, he's faced 10 hitters. This the 11th. 5 strikeouts, back and forth, back and forth. That's in there, and the count is full. Back-to-back full counts. And that's going to be inside. So he gives up the walk. 1 walk, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 outs into the third, and Josh Bell.
And keep your eye on Martin. A couple of stolen bases this year. We already saw Luke Keeschel take off and swipe a bag, so keep your eye on him. Got a big lead too. You see the cut of the turf. If you get your left foot out to the cut of that turf, that's a pretty good sized lead here. So that left foot coming out right around there. Getting close. Getting close.
Now 2-0.
If we had more time, I'd tell you about the story of the cutout at the grass in Mesa, where the Cubs had spring training, and how I went by the cut of that grass instead of the cut of the grass at home. Didn't go well for me, Dwayne.
That will be in one of our extended coverages.
Yeah, you know what? It would.
Yeah.
That's next time we get into rain delay,
maybe, or rain delay.
Cleveland and Tuesday.
Yep.
We'll talk about it.
A 3-ball, no strike count. That's a strike. Base hit in the first by Buxton. Base hit in the second by Keeschel. 2-out walk to Martin in the third. 3-1 to Bell. Runner goes. And that is back-to-back walks now. Bell taking it low. They extended at bat to strike out Buxton, followed by 2 walks. And Ryan Jeffers made the last out in the first inning on a fly ball to center. Bats with 2 men on and 2 men out in the third. That's ball 1 inside, and Nick Fortes going to make a trip to the mound, and so will Kyle Snyder. Well, the Rays offer flexible memberships built just for you. Plans begin at $25 per game. You can choose the matchups you like. Members receive perks like pre-sales, priority access, and early seat selection for the Rays' future ballpark. Talk to a rep and build your own plan your way at raysbaseball.com/memberships. Quick visit there by the Rays pitching coach.
I'm just trying to get him back. Obviously, you talked about all the strikes he was throwing early on, so very uncharacteristic even in this ball game to lose command back-to-back hitters, especially with 2 outs. So now you've got to bear down here, make a big pitch or 2 and get out of this spot.
Jeffers. There's the ball. It's 2-0. Ball 3. Luke Keeschel singled with 1 out in the second inning, and since then 43 pitches, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and now a strike. The count is 3-1. So since that base hit, no contact. He struck out Wallner and Lewis, then Lee and Buxton, and walked Martin and Bell back to back. And it's come back from a 3-0 count to go 3-2 to Jeffers.
3-1 change. I'm telling you, he really, this is interesting with the fastball usage.
Runners will go, and a chop foul. Well, that forces another 3-2 pitch.
You know, if we're noticing it and remarking on it and how out of the ordinary it is up here, that Minnesota Twin lineup in that dugout, or what's happening here?
Yeah, they're buzzing.
I mean, yeah, this is different.
3-2. Ground ball shortstop. Williamson takes it to first in time. So 2 men left after the walks, 2 strikeouts, including one of Byron Buxton. We are scoreless mid-3. Rays fans, get ready for Curds in the 3rd. If the Rays score a run in the 3rd inning, you score free Wisconsin cheese curds. We go to the bottom of the 3rd.
Super fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Focused.
Well, and wants no distractions.
Yep.
Table for one, sir.
Nick Fortes leads off here for the Rays in the bottom of the 3rd. And the pitch is a strike. Fortes facing Bailey Ober, the tall right-hander. Plenty wide, 1-1. Fortes at .292 for the year. And well over 300, in fact over 370 against right-handed pitching. Ground ball down to 3rd. Lewis, 2 is left for the scoop and throw. And that's the first out here in the Rays half of the 3rd. Richie Palacios getting a start at second base. Rays have had single runners in each of the first 2 innings. He takes a strike. Off speed there. Cut there. 0-2. Over the mound, but positioned perfectly. That's Lee, the shortstop. He didn't have to move at all. Shaded toward the bag up the middle. So 2 up and 2 down. MLB Plus, new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. Select out-of-market games every week. Live radio broadcast of every game. Game day 3D, big inning and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe. Top of the order, Chandler Simpson drew a walk, picked up a steal in the 1st. Actually up to 3rd. Was cut down trying to score on a fly ball. Quickly behind 0-2. Boy, what a difference. Top of the 3rd, bottom of the 3rd. McClanahan made 35 pitches in that inning. And now 2 quick outs on 6 pitches and a 1-2 count on Simpson for Bailey Ober. And strike call on the inside edge. So Chandler caught looking. We're through 3, scoreless.
Ready?
Rays baseball brought to you by Advent Health and by Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. Victor Caratini after the first pitch from Shane McClanahan. It's popped up and will carry into the seats on the first base side. Strike 1. Quickly ahead, 0-2. McClanahan would like another low pitch count inning after 35 pitches made in the 3rd. A couple walks in that mix. And he gets a swing and miss. Little foul tip for strikeout number 6.
Another changeup, and good job by Fortes to be able to hang on to that. That pitch was right off the end of the bat, off the plate entirely. Throwing that timing off.
And the pitch popped into short center. It's up there high enough, and Cedric Mullins makes the grab. So 2 up, 2 down. Base is empty. This pitch is skied back into center field, and at the warning track, Wallner is out number 3. So a quick inning, just 5 pitches after a 35-pitch third, 5 in the 4th. Hey, Ryan Bass had something special. It's the Sting Machine.
Yes, sir, D-Wade, here we are on the Sting Machine. Look at this bad boy running through Tropicana Field. We're about to shoot 84 t-shirts at the fans here in the crowd. Takes about 90 seconds to go around this thing. Lindsay is in charge of the horn. Dan Muller's driving. And Dwayne, we're going to try to shoot a t-shirt up to you, but I've been told I can hit this horn. Let's go, fellas.
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, it's awe-inspiring.
Ryan's done a lot of really interesting, unique, and cool things so far this season. I think this one takes the cake, just based on his, you know, the deepness, the excitement in the voice.
Well, they are proceeding with safety foremost because they're not allowing Ryan to drive.
Well, that's a step in the right direction, but they are allowing him to lay on that horn.
The Sting Machine.
And you get someone laying on that horn, Dwayne, you got the hand out the driver's side window saying, well, let's pull over right over here, right in the nearest lot, and let's talk about this.
Well, I'm just telling you, Ryan Bass is up for almost anything. And next time, and we'll do that, I'm sure, again later this year, I'd like to see him drive the thing. I think that would be fun.
Do you know how many waivers he had to sign to just sit on the other side? They're never going to let him drive this thing.
Look, they got him strapped in, so they didn't want to lose him.
Dan is not giving up the driver's seat there. No way.
Junior Caminero, first pitch, it's bounced to Lewis, who throws him out. So it's first to third on the first pitch here.
But wouldn't it be something if he did?
Oh,
and sometime in August, September, as the playoff, you know, the pennant races start to heat up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, here comes Bass driving in.
Yep. We could strap him in there and let him drive. Strap everybody else in.
That would be a day. That would be a night.
Strike the count on Jonathan Aranda. 1-1. Been a long time since we've had a strapping young lad around here.
17, 9 years. 9 years, D-Wayne.
Right. Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, would have been 10.
17
was when the strapping young lad departed.
Yep. Went west.
Go west, strapping young man.
This pitch is upstairs. We understand we're being surveilled by one strapping young lad too. We didn't know that. So I guess we better stop while we're ahead. He's liking it so far. 3-2 the count on Aranda. pulls it on the ground. Keith Shaw at second. And I'll tell you, Ober's had the Rays back and forth. Back and forth.
Both of these pitchers, I literally was just going to say, this is like got to be one of the most frustrating afternoons for two lineups. Just can't seem to gather any footing.
Yep. Hey, let's check in quickly with Ryan. Ryan, how are you?
Gentlemen, that was a thrill. Let me tell you what, the Sting Machine. That's why you got to come to Tropicana Field. You gotta get in the mood with the Sting Machine. And boys, I got to get one of these T-shirts too. Just so you know, this is what gets tossed out. It's a Tropicana Field Welcome Home T-shirt. Yep. And I've never felt more at home, fellas. I am on a high right now. Let's go.
Yeah, you sounded, oh, baby.
Look out, look out. Yandy hit by that pitch.
We see that a lot. Yandy has to lead the team in hit by pitch because teams and guys that feel like they can pitch in, they try to pitch him in. That's a place that can give him a little bit of trouble if you can get it in there time and again. And Yandy it just gets clipped.
5th time he's been hit by a pitch this year.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even close to being out of April yet.
Fraley. Foul ball back, strike one.
That's not a real good pace to be on.
No, I mean, hey, we're not through April.
And you've been right.
That would be what, 30?
Just off the top of your
Roughly.
head. That's a lot of getting hit.
Yeah, they'll change your attitude a little bit. So a strike here on Fraley. And if there's anyone you don't want to have an attitude against you, it would be Yandy. Oh, a high shot back into deep right center. That ball is well tagged and gone. Home run by Jake Fraley on an 0-1 pitch. So Fraley back in the lineup. And he unloads to give the Rays a 2-0 lead. Fraley running the dugout gambit there. He had a home run against the White Sox in Chicago 10 days ago, and now connects.
Who gave Yandy the kiss on the spot that he got hit? That was actually a touching little tribute. Hanging changeup, Dwayne. That's been a big pitch for Ober. It's been a big pitch for him all season long, especially here this afternoon, but he hung that one and it got powdered.
Foul ball into the top of the screen.
And somebody, after Jake did his thing down to the end of the dugout, somebody asked Yandy, where'd you get hit? He pointed to it, and they gave him a little peck on that bicep.
Made it feel better.
Good teammate.
2-1. The Rays had a big home run night last night. 4 home runs in that game en route to a 6-2 win. And a 2-run homer here in the 4th to grab a 2-0 lead. Ball on the ground, scooped by Lewis. And they throw to first to retire the side. So the Rays scored 2. Inspired, no doubt, by the Sting Machine, and Fraley did a little stinging of his own on that 0-1 pitch, and the Rays have a 2-0 lead. Well, the Rays have grabbed a 2-0 lead on the home run by Jake Fraley. Royce Lewis to lead off the 5th inning for Minnesota. Shane McClanahan ready to go to work. Pitch is down. Well, McClanahan in the 3rd inning had a 35-pitch inning, and in the 4th he had a 5-pitch inning. There's a strike. So that greatly helps the pitch count. Made only 12 in the 1st, 15 in the 2nd, and 35 in the third, and 5 pitches last inning. 2-1. Lewis laying off the off-speed pitch.
You know, that's the thing too, Dwayne. You want your hitters to be ready to hit. You want them to be aggressive. But coming off of a 35 pitch inning and then he gets away with 5.
How about that?
Yeah. I mean, that's.
Three and 2 now. Take a look at that.
Yeah, maybe a little more patience in the fourth. A smidge.
3-2, lifted into right, and Fraley is right there. 1 up, 1 down.
Uh-oh, hot corner alert. Oh, baby.
How about that? Rays muscling up with the tape measure shots.
6 consecutive at 400 plus. Flexing.
Brooks Lee, the shortstop, batting from the right side. Caminero and Aranda each with 2 home runs in the game last night. Foul right back, 1-1. Two and 1. Evens the count. Another souvenir down the right field side. Souvenir dropping in there. The screen. Out front on the change. Oh, and a scoop attempt there. It's going to skip by Aranda. Backing it up is Fortes. And so the throw by Williamson kind of died as it approached first, and that's going to be an error charge to the Rays shortstop.
Yeah, pretty routine on the field. Now you just got to finish the throw, and he just kind of short arms it. And Aranda not able to come up with the scoop. That's unfortunate because had him really off balance. Lee on that ground ball to short and gets nothing to show for it.
And right back to work against Buxton. Throws a first pitch strike.
And that's what you have to do, like that fast. You know, that ball off the bat of Brooks Lee and Shane McClanahan is chalking that up to 2 outs, nobody on. And all of a sudden you got to shift gears real quick.
And a base hit, stroked into center. 1 hop to Mullins. So the error and the single. Just like that, Minnesota with a threat.
Well, watch how Buxton stays on this changeup. They've seen enough of him. Look at on time, not fooled at all. And so he's able to get that pitch down and away. But they have seen so many of them. Look at him, just follow it down, and shoot that ball through the middle of the field. So Minnesota trying to make the adjustment here, 3rd time through.
And Austin Martin comes up, and here's a guy who's had great success against left-handed pitching this year, hitting over 350 against lefties. That's tops on this Minnesota team. And the Rays going to take a little time to conference on the mound with Kyle Snyder out there, the Rays pitching coach, before they go to work against Austin Martin. Well, you can claim your share of the Rays 50-50 charity raffle jackpot. Proceeds supporting youth programming in Tampa Bay. You can win big and support the community. You can donate and win from home at rays5050.com. MLB.com. It's a swing and miss. Good cut by Martin on the first delivery.
That's the slider. That's what he struck him out with in his first at bat. Actually struck him out looking on a slider, but that was the whole timeout, no timeout, then struck him out swinging on that slider. Sticking with it.
It's 1-1. Rays have double barrel action up in the bullpen there, up the right field line. Cole Sulcer and Kevin Kelly. And a wave and miss. Changeup. 1-2. Minnesota with base runners in every inning and a big strikeout there. McClanahan getting Austin Martin, who came into the game hitting over 350 against lefties.
So take the slider
out for the second time.
Our Advent Health strike zone. You take that slider middle of the plate up. I don't think that's exactly where Shane wanted it, but he'll take the result. This one stays up and Martin gets underneath it.
And a ground ball off the bat of Josh Bell. The flip to second for the force will end that threat. 2 men left and the Rays hold a 2-0 lead.
Do you know why?
Rays baseball is brought to you by Advent Health. Rays holding the lead. Got out of a little spot in the top of the inning, and now bottom of the 5th by Cedric Mullins leading off. Pitch is a strike. Rays scored their 2 on the Jake Fraley homer in the 4th inning. McClanahan getting 5 innings in, 86 pitches. And that's a strike call. Mullins behind. 2 strikes.
But really good job too of pitching out of that spot. Got the visit from Kyle Snyder and able to settle in and make some big pitches against the tough Austin Martin, and then get the fielder's choice and get out of there.
Popped up, foul ball back. Jeffers after it, but no chance. Well, McClanahan strolling in the dugout there, getting some congratulatory.
And just in case you're wondering if he's going to back out there for the 6th. You don't get hugged that many times if you're still pitching.
That's right.
I'm getting yelled at right now, Tony.
Yeah, but you have your credibility to think about.
Well, I mean, and if you do, it's just that's a whole different program.
Yeah, it is very different. Little pop-up foul, and out from back of the plate, Jeffers is there to make the catch.
That's who makes that catch?
I know, a little strange.
Yeah. Well, Shane with the 7 strikeouts, and right there a breaking ball to Walter, the slider down and away, change up to Lewis, and right there getting that fastball by Brooks Lee, probably looked like it was 100 miles an hour, and just kept moving the ball around the zone. A lot of off speed, a lot of breaking balls today. Pitched a little bit backwards. Doesn't do that very often.
Nick Fortes.
Okay.
1-0.
Yeah, right here. Right here. I mean, that right there bears. And you know what the thing is? You felt it through the first 4 or 5 hitters of the game. You're like, okay, I see what we're doing here.
Deep third, long throw by Lewis. Time to get Fortes.
You don't always have to stick to the same formula, Dwayne.
Well, I'll tell you, McClanahan, after the front 4 starts, coming out and pitching this way, shows you a lot about the depth of performance he has. And I mean, he pitched like a veteran pitcher today, made the adjustments he needed to make, and was successful.
Well, and here's the thing, that goes into the scouting report for the next team that faces him. Hey, listen, last time out he pitched backwards. A lot of the changeup, A lot of the breaking ball, only 20%, 21% fastball. So that's going to be in the, that plays a role into the next outing.
Yep.
And it shows the versatility. I can get you out a lot of different ways.
Yep.
It doesn't have to always be just about my heater.
Palacios takes ball 3, a little close right there. 3-0. Well, it certainly adds another dimension. It gives hitters something to think about. And I think the more you can do that, the better off you are.
Yeah, and it's got to give a lot of confidence to Shane to, like, listen, there's a lot of different ways for me to get you out.
Yep. Palacios draws the walk. Well, there's
season
the
high.
Breakout.
There you go. Season high there. And he's getting it done. The changeup, the slider, that one fastball, and that came off of, oh goodness, that was like, I mean, how many changeups in a row? And then all of a sudden, here comes the fastball, and it was so by Brooks Lee. I mean, so by it. I like the one to Buxton, though, where he doubled up on the changeup in that 9 or 10 pitch at bat.
Runner takes off, throw down is not going to be a tie, but he overslid the bag and is now tagged out. Well, Palacios had it stolen, lost contact with the bag out there, and he's certainly not happy. We'll take a look. He goes in head first. Hand and the foot came off. Rays post-game concert series back at Tropicana Field. All country lineup. Back-to-back entertainment all in one ticket. Chase Rice on the 2nd of May. Cole Swindell May 30th. Jordan Davis August 15th. Get your wristband. And closer look to the country music.
He'll be there.
They're ready. Making sure the hat will fit inside Tropicana Field.
Maybe.
Kevin Kelly out there on the mound. Takes over for Shane McClanahan. 2 strikes here on Ryan Jeffers. All 2 strikes. Shane worked 5, gave up 3 hits, no runs, couple walks, 7 strikeouts, 86 pitches. Two and two. Braves scored 2 in the 4th on the home run by Jake Fraley. It's wide. Minnesota with runners on base in 4 of the first 5 innings. And they had men in scoring position in each of those 4 innings. Broken bat and a soft liner just out of the reach of Ben Williamson. So Jeffers trades his bat for a base hit there.
Well, this ball kind of floating as this gets in on him a little bit, and Williamson, boy, just at the last second throws that leather up, and the ball just clears it.
This is Victor Caratini. Fouling it back. It's a strike. 0-2. Ball by the mound. Kelly back to second, 1. First base, 2. Rays turn the double play with Williamson in the middle. Started by the Rays right-hander Kevin Kelly.
And gets the chopper right back to him. The throw out to Williamson a little bit low, but Ben's already there, so he's able to go down, get it, and get that ball over to Aranda and finish it off.
The base is empty, 2 gone. Keishel, the second baseman, will take a look at a pitch a little bit high. Ian Seymour, he's got some left-handed pitching ready in the bullpen. 1-1. To wait on that one, fouled it up the right side, down in the bullpen area. Look out, fellas! Oh, that's right near that bullpen bench down there. It's crowded in a hurry, trying to scurry out of the way. Now the 1-2. Again up the right side. Short of the bullpen this time. And a swing and miss. He shot out on strikes. Bottom of the 6th inning coming. Well, we've had Ryan Bass on the Sting machine. And speaking of Sting, a home run by Jake Fraley, accounting for both runs for the Rays.
We getting ready for the bottom of the 6th here. The Rays lead the Twins by a score of 2-0 inside Tropicana Field, hanging out in the rooms to go lounge. Rich and Doug, all of a sudden the Rays offense has gotten Homer happy.
Well, last 2 games, you got 5 home runs coming from the good guys. Obviously the 4 home runs yesterday. Jake Fraley hitting that bomb today. And now you have 7 of the 8 runs recently that have scored for the Tampa Bay Rays, all going through the big fly.
Let's keep that train rolling, Dwayne. Top of the order coming up.
All right, Rich and Doug. They are looking very comfy in the lounge.
Sometimes
Rays have the top of the order coming up.
Sometimes you wonder, you know, I mean, I guess the in between innings, they're in their ear, like, hey guys, your spot's coming up, because I'd be dozing.
Yep, very comfy up there.
Be racked out.
Big swing, 0-2. There they are.
See,
I'll be ready at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me up in the 9th. Preferably the top of the 9th.
Not an easy life, but somebody's got to do it.
That's right.
Simpson fouls it out of play. Chandler walked back in the first, picked up a stolen base.
Oh yeah,
with that pitch.
He thinks that he reached across the plate. Now he's set up in, so the optics don't look very good, but he thinks it got it, and it did.
Ooh.
Calls a return, batter's out.
Watch where he's sitting. And this is why it looks like definitely a ball. He's setting up way in and reaching all the way across the plate. So yeah, of course that's a ball. Until it's not, Dwayne.
Well, 3 strikeouts for Over. 2 at the expense of Simpson. The first time it was a called 3rd strike in, and this time the called 3rd strike that was away and picked up that edge out there. Junior Caminero.
And that's something you don't see a lot of. Chandler Simpson, I don't think he's struck out twice in a game this year. Yeah, he does a great job of limiting the strikeouts, putting the ball in play, finding his way on base, so then this guy can do some damage.
Yes. Well, you can see even on that foul ball from Caminero how quickly that bat fires. Pretty good. Number 2, huh?
Well, in just 10 games, we've got 5 and 10 with the .350 average.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I just like having him in the top 3.
Yep. Ground ball is a base hit. A 10-game streak now. Rays picking up their third hit. 1-out single here.
I want this guy right here to hit the first inning of every single game he plays in, because 450 feet last night on homer number 1, and then in the 7th inning, how about 435 feet? Off the batter's eye, over the batter's eye, off the batter's eye. Bottom line is 885 total feet of homers last night.
What an exhibition. Jonathan Aranda takes a big cut and he fouls it.
And how about this for the Twins? They got to wonder, okay, where are we going to go pitch him? We're going to go off speed down here. Oh, that's a homer. Let's go fastball up near the letters. Yeah, well, that's a homer too. So he's got it all pretty much covered.
Yeah, that's the true high-low game there.
And yes, the one
hitter's perspective.
Right, you talk a lot about it from the pitcher. Yes, this is a homer. How about that? The fact that he was able to go down, get through, and underneath that baseball. Okay, the other one, sure. But the first one, I mean.
Skied on the infield off the bat of Aranda. Handled by Brooks Lee. 2 outs.
Yes, I love this. These guys are so good today. Well, they're good every day, but they're on. I mean, how about that? 3 home runs on chases, and which by the way, he's done a much better job of. You know, we saw that. I think the graphic was last night. The chase rates, and you know, and then you look at the swing and miss or the strikeout rate, or maybe no, that was bat speed and strikeout.
Little tapper there on the first pitch, and the soft toss to first. So no runs with a man left. We're through 6. 2-0 Rays. Rays TV presented by Union Home Mortgage. We're headed into inning number 7. Rays scored 2 runs in the 4th. Lead by that margin. Matt Wallner, the right fielder, leading off here against Kevin Kelly. A ball, no strikes. Kelly worked the 6th. Out there again in the 7th with Lewis to follow, and Lee to hit 3rd in the frame. He's going to slice down the left side beyond the bullpen mound. And it's 1-1. Wallner, 22 home runs a year ago. And a roller. It's Palacios with his throw to first. Wallner is out number 1. We'll get Lewis to the plate. Royce Lewis. He struck out, hit a fly ball to right. Foul ball right back into Cortez Mitt. Here we go. That's a check. 1-1. For Lewis with 3 home runs, he has some pop. We saw him hit the home run in the 9th inning of the game last night. Two and 2. Taylor Rogers has been up before in the bullpen. Ground ball to short. Williamson up and out with the throw. 2 ground ball outs, 2 up, 2 down in the 7th. Brooks Lee. First pitch is a strike. Lee, another first-round pick out of this Minnesota organization. And he taps this one right side, and a little bobble by Aranda. Kelly on his way to cover, and that ball could not be handled by Aranda, and that's going to go as an error.
He was trying to toss that ball before he actually fielded it. Watch how he has to get around it and try to hit Kelly on the run, and so he's already looking to make the pitch before securing the baseball.
Well, the second time Lee has reached on an error. The Rays charged with 3 errors in this game. A little close to Buxton.
You know, that was something that was an issue the first couple of weeks of the season. But then they cleaned it up, and you haven't heard much. The defense has been pretty locked down.
Foul back, 1-1.
That's just one of those in-between plays where Aranda knows I got to get around that baseball, field it, and I'm going to have to underhand it across my body. And I think that there was the thinking more of that than actually getting the baseball, and that's where that ended up coming from. But how about that job?
I'll tell you, that changeup jammed on a changeup. I mean, that was uncomfortable on the swing and miss in.
It starts right on the inside corner and runs about a foot off.
That's the kind of pitch that you can swing and miss, and it could hit you in the knee.
Oh, yes. Yes, and we've seen it.
Runner takes off, and strike 3 called in the top of the 7th inning. But they're going to challenge it. Bucks are going to challenge that.
Yep, he got it.
And it was just off.
What? No, it wasn't. Brian.
Well, Kevin Cash came out and said it was way too late. He called it way too late, and he said, no, he didn't. And he just told him to clean it up. It's been a little choppy today.
You've made a mistake.
Yeah, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Let's take a look. That ball is in off the plate. I don't see any hand to helmet. Now I do. Yeah, that seems to be after.
Yeah. I mean,
that right there, from everything we've seen this season, is too late to challenge.
Yeah, it was beyond the norm from what we've seen established. It's a foul ball. Take another look, real time.
Okay, there's the end of the inning. Yeah, man, that is so like right on the borderline. Yeah. But late from what we've been experiencing.
Foul ball back. Yeah, that's almost, from an umpire's point of view, like being caught in between on a pitch. You know,
right.
That's exactly what it is.
Right. I mean, that little internal clock is going off in the head, and they won it within, what, 2 seconds? And so by the time that ball was, the call was made, you know what, let's run a little timer in the corner.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1.89. Maybe he did get it in time.
And now another foul ball. So
we know that unequivocally Kevin Cash didn't think that he got it in on time.
Kevin says, hey, you got to be on time in this game.
Something like that.
Something like that. Cody Thunderberg and Taylor Rogers. Rogers has been up for a while. And to right, that's going to hang up and be caught by Fraley. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Rays 2-0 lead.
Now let's take a look at a game summary as Tampa Bay leads Minnesota 2-0 as we head into the home half of the 7th inning. And how about Shane McClanahan coming out here, giving this Minnesota Twin lineup a completely different look. A lot of off speed, a lot of slider, just 21% fastball, and doing it very effectively. 5 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts, turning it over to the bullpen. Kevin Kelly has been outstanding. And then how about Jake Braley? 2-run homer in the 4th inning, and that right now is the difference in this ball game. By the way, that coming with 2 outs. 2 outs and a Yandy Diaz hit by pitch, and Fraley makes him pay. And that's where we stand.
Well, Fraley's spot is due. DeLuca's going to pinch hit with Taylor Rogers entering this game. The left-hander takes over for Olber, who worked 6. The Rays got their 2 runs, 3 hits off him. And there's Taylor Rogers. This past week got 10 years in the big leagues. The first pitch, DeLuca takes a strike. Pinch hitting for the guy who hit the home run back in the 4th inning. And there's a high foul out of play. 0-2. Jake Fraley hit the home run after Yandy had been hit by a pitch with 2 outs in the inning. DeLuca fouls it again. Rogers back with the Twins. That's a shot toward the corner and left. Martin's going to have to go get it at the base of the wall. And DeLuca delivers a double in this pinch hit roll. DeLuca got a start, had a base hit last night. And off the bench with a double in this game.
Yeah, just a rolling breaking ball right through the zone. He does a good job of staying back on it and then shooting that ball right over the head of Royce Lewis. Well, not right over, but you get my point. Down into the corner there.
It's Ben Williamson. Fouled. Williamson 1 for 2 with a 2nd inning base hit. Well, DeLuca off the bench, and see what he's done pinch hitting. And when he gets a chance to start, he's done pretty well that way.
Yeah, that's not an easy role either. Coming off the bench cold, you know, right now in the 7th inning, and going in and having to take an at-bat and being right on point. Yeah, I know they're doing their work behind the scenes in the cages, you know, staying ready to go, but it's still not an easy role. Some guys flourish in it, and some guys not so much.
One ball, 2 strikes. Into left center. That ball's going to drop, and they're going to chase it all the way to the wall. That will score DeLuca. Williams around second, already on his way to third. He is in there without a play. A triple up the alley, and the Rays tack on another run. It's 3-0.
Dwayne, I've never seen a ball off the bat from a right-handed hitter hit to the left side of the field that was slicing. This ball had some sort of weird action on it. It went up. Watch this. It slices. It's slicing. It's slicing. I've never seen that. Usually, if it's to the left side, it's got hooking action, maybe knuckling, but not slicing. That was weird.
Yes.
That was a UFO.
Absolutely right.
That was a UFO, Dwayne.
It defies the laws of physics.
Yes. I'm telling you, from our vantage point, off the bat, you're like, what is that ball doing?
Yes. Normally, when a ball's hit that way, in that manner, somebody cuts it off. But with what it did, no chance.
Yeah, no. It makes perfect sense why it did split them and roll to the wall.
Infield up for Minnesota. Let's take another look at that.
Just watch the action. And that just starts to hook back, slice back. I've never seen that.
The Rays defying the laws of physical science.
Well, why not? That's the way this game started.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean,
you never know what you're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, with the last inning, we had open mic night at home plate.
Yes. Yep.
Take a fine for that.
And now count is full, 3-2. A double and a triple for the Rays here in the 7th. Rays got 2 runs in 6 innings off Bailey Ober. And Mullins against the lefty. Rogers fouls this one. Rays got those first 2 runs on the Jake Fraley home run. Oh, look out. Pitch running in. And Mullins will head to first base. I'll tell you, the guy who can clear all this up is Ryan. Ryan?
I'll do my best, Dwayne. I'll tell you what. You know, talking with Johnny DeLuca, the big difference for him this year is he says he just feels better body-wise, right? His health has been the key thing for him. But the other thing, in talking with Jake Fraley, he admitted, he's like, look, Johnny deserves to be playing more every single day with the way he's contributing. He's been truly incredible with the way he's come up in big pinch-hit scenarios like you saw there today. Johnny DeLuca has been awesome. Set up that RBI triple by Ben Williamson. Pitching change here for Shelty and the Twins. We'll be back after this.
Well, Eric Orsi's the new pitcher for Minnesota. He's with men on the corners, and now there's a runner breaking, and Mullins will take second base standing up with that infield in. And now men at second and third.
Trying to bait Williamson down the line with that throw. Nobody's biting.
And a line drive into left, a base hit. Williamson will score. Mullins goes to third. Fortes, who's been so good with the bat, comes up with an RBI single here. And that will extend the Rays' lead to 4.
Well, everybody knows that Orsi loves that split. He loves that off-speed pitch, and Fortes does a great job of staying back on it. And boy, just popping it out there into left field, and the Rays just continuing the offense here in this inning, just keeping the pressure on and trying to create distance. And they're doing a good job of it here in the 7th.
Richie Palacios. Ball, no strikes. Palacios with a chance to do more damage here. Nobody out. Rays have made it a 2-run inning. And the foul ball out of play. For each stolen base at home this season, the Rays donate $250 to the Orlando Health Foundation, West Florida. The Rays making good use of the steal. Mullins picking up a steal of second in this inning. He's now at third. Fortes at first. Fly ball back into center. Byron Buxton back to make the catch. Tag at third. Mullins will score. And the Rays add another run. It's 5-0. Palacios comes through to pick up the run batted in. Fortes still at first. DeLuca, Williamson, and Mullins have all scored in the inning. 1 out. And the top of the lineup, Chandler Simpson, steps in. Bouncer foul. Bailey Ober started, worked 6. Charged with 2 runs. Rogers entered, faced 3 men. They have all 3 scored. Now Orsi. Foul back, 0-2. Orsi worked an inning and 2/3 last night, picked up a couple strikeouts. 2-strike pitch. And that is strike 3 call. Simpson is out number 2.
I'm telling you right now that Chandler Simpson, and I was too, was looking for an Orsi changeup. How much he loves the changeup, and he just pours in another fastball and just catches him by surprise. After he fouled off the previous fastball, you're like, he's throwing me a changeup. That's his pitch, and that's a good job by Orsi.
Caminero down to deep third. Lewis with the long throw, and that will retire the side, but not before the Rays add 3 and build a 5-0 lead.
Then I realized.
Well, our Union Home Mortgage drone cam, and a beautiful sight, boy. I tell you, everywhere you look in the Tampa Bay area, there is beauty. And there's a shot of Fort DeSoto. It's gorgeous.
That drone cam is active,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Another biggie on the mound for the Rays now, their third pitcher. 5 innings from McClanahan, 2 for Kelly. And a 1-0 count here on Austin Martin.
I need the drone cam out by my house. Dwayne, I've got an 8-10 foot gator in the back.
Really? Wow, another challenge now.
Yeah, and that's right. Yeah, I mean, that's not even close.
Yeah.
Calls overturned pitch was a strike. The Rays have 2 challenges.
The only reason I went into the story is because you just assumed that's a strike, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's right. This isn't not questionable. Right there.
The alligator story.
Yeah, well, I got an 8 to 10 foot ornery gator that the trappers have been out there trying to find for days. Can't find him. But he keeps popping up. So maybe the drone cam will help. If it's gonna be in Fort DeSoto, we saw it. Where did it follow us? Downtown. Yeah, downtown Tampa. It was over there.
Yes.
It could come up my way.
2-1 Sky to center. One's making the call and the catch. DeLuca in that neighborhood as well. After he entered the game for Fraley.
We get a view of some Rando Rec League games on the way out to my place.
Of course.
Yep, and hopefully find that gator. Got some sandhill cranes with 2 young colts.
A little scouting in 2 different areas.
Yeah.
Big swing there by Bell and a miss. Strike 1. Pop foul, and that will be out of play. 0-2. For 6 and 3 for the Rays, and 0-4-0 for Minnesota.
Foul.
A foul tip, strikeout.
He's like, he said it didn't touch my bat. He said it didn't touch my bat. Let's take a look. Might be tough to tell. Maybe it's not going to be that tough to tell. It did not touch his bat. It did not touch his bat.
There it goes. It's a strikeout.
He said it's not a foul tip. Not a foul tip. Never touched my bat.
Nope. Strike to Jeffers.
It has not disappointed. I'll say that.
Nothing in 2. Hunter Biggie retiring the first 2. It's down 1-2. And a cut and a miss. Threw that one by Jeffers. The 2 strikeouts in the inning for Biggie. Skyway Bridge. 5-0 Rays.
Do you know what's in?
Well, the Rays have extended their lead to 5-0 as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning. And let's see who got them started off first. That would be Jake Fraley. And that would be back in the, let's see, Dwayne, that would be in the 4th inning. 2 outs in the 4th inning after a hit-by-pitch of Yandy Diaz. A StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. You take a look at the 2-run homer. 104.7 off the bat, a 40-degree launch, over 400 feet. We saw the hot corner note that the Rays' last 6 home runs have all been at least 400 feet.
And Jonathan Aranda has been part of all that. 0 for 3 today. And he has a 1-ball, no strike count. 2 home runs last night, one at 4:02 and one at 4:14. 6 on the year as he faces Garrett Acton. Nice work for Minnesota Sunday against Cincinnati. He's ahead of Aranda 0-2. Acton spent some time in the Rays organization, and we're going to take a look at that pitch. ABS powered by T-Mobile, and it's going to be a strike. And Aranda is the first out.
Boy, that's a strong fastball. There was not a lot of depth to that particular pitch, and that's why they felt good about the challenge. And they were right by a hair.
Yandy Diaz. Strike. Martin up in the bullpen for the Rays. There's a base hit the other way. Yandy is on for the 2nd time. Hit by a pitch in the 4th, and now a base hit in the 8th. And Johnny DeLuca will be coming up. He had the pinch hit double in the 7th inning that keyed that 3-run inning. Strike, inner part of the plate. Acting at Durham last year in the Rays organization. It's 1-1. 95 with that 4-seamer. 5-1 with a 364 earned run average last year at Durham. Strike call. 2-2.
I think this was influenced by the call that was overturned because that one was below the zone.
And the swing and miss is out number 2. Ben Williamson will bat. Williamson takes a strike. And another strike poured in there. Yandy at first, 2 away. 0-2 to Williamson. One and 2. Fourth pitcher of the day for Minnesota. Fly ball, left center field. Martin on the move. That's going to drop in between Buxton and Martin. Here comes Yandy around third to score. That's a double for Williamson. And the Rays have another run. It's 6-0.
Well, keeping that offense going and just taking advantage of a mistake by Acton. Watch the breaking ball right here. It just doesn't get where it needs to. Stays actually middle in. Makes it real easy on Williamson. He recognized the spin out of the hand. It doesn't do anything, and he gets into it.
Now Cedric Mullins with the runner at second. And he shoots this one. That's a foul ball. Plenty of home run distance, but foul. Strike one. Ball to first into the mitten of Caratini, who steps on the bag. The Rays add a run. We go to the 9th inning. 6-0 Tampa Bay.
And a blue moon.
Rays TV presented by Union Home Mortgage. 17,014 here today, including Greek American Day at the ballpark. They've had a nice time. Couple sections out there. Watch the Rays build this 6-0 lead.
Tell you, had a good day with the telestrator until right there.
There's Trevor Martin getting a swing and miss. Caratini, Victor Caratini, strike one. Couple appearances for Martin since he joined the club. 1-1 strike.
Almost got through it. Almost got through it. I tried to circle a Greek.
Yep.
Told me don't do that.
From experience, it's difficult to do.
What?
Circle a Greek.
You want to go back and let me show you?
I know all about it.
If I had a telestrator anywhere near you, partner, I'd circle you.
Well, and that would be difficult too.
Hold on. Maybe not.
Well, let's see. Look at you.
Look at that. Maybe you can.
Yeah. Well, I was fortunate enough to have them let me in the community.
Well, and you took time to share a little tribute here.
Yep. Foul ball. I was kind of a combination of wooden shoes and Spani Kopita.
What is that?
Well, wooden shoes would be Dutch.
Right.
Spani Kopita is a great spinach dish. Greek dish.
Okay.
Yep.
You're gonna teach me how to say that tomorrow.
Foul ball out of play, and it's still 1-2. Ninth inning, and the Rays have out-hit Minnesota 8-4. They lead 6-0. And a shot up the right side. Foul.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I was lucky to get you. I'm not trying to circle another thing.
They're spread out all over the ballpark, just the way they are out of Greece and all over the world. Swing and a miss. So Caratini is out on strikes.
My dad served on an aircraft carrier.
Yep.
When he was in the Navy, and he was stationed in Greece.
Yeah, really?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He's got stories.
Without a doubt.
Good stories. Above board stories.
Oh, they love life. No question about that. Luke Keyshaw. That pitch. On strike. McClanahan worked 5. And that pitch hits Keyshaw.
They're trying to keep that ball tight on Keyshaw, and this one just takes off. Got him right in that back arm. Watch how this just takes off on Martin. Well, you can't see it from here, but you see where it comes. Yeah, right there in the forearm. Knocked the strap off.
Keyshaw no longer a strapping young lad.
Oh.
It's disarmed. Well, he's got that wrap.
The oven mitt. The added length.
Matt Walder. Foul ball out of play. Strike the count. Missed the fastball right there. They were 6-2 winners last night and scored 6 again in this game, leading 6-0 in the 9th. Four-seam fastball, and this one is fouled right back. Martin making his big league debut Monday.
Jesse Schultens tomorrow afternoon for Tampa Bay.
1-2. Yeah, that's a 1:40 first pitch, which means we'll be on the air at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Day baseball.
Tap first base, gonna stay fair. A touch up there by Aranda at first. Runner goes to second. He's there with 2 outs. And the Rays an out away from their first shutout of the year. It would be a combo with McClanahan working 5, Kelly a couple, Biggie an inning, and Martin on here in the 9th inning. Royce Lewis. 1-0. Simeon Woods Richardson will pitch tomorrow for Minnesota, and Jesse Schultens for the Rays. And that 1:40 first pitch. Into center field, straight in comes Mullins, can't get there. It's going to drop for a base hit, and the run will score. So Lewis drops a base hit into center, and Minnesota picks up a run here in the 9th. Their first of the day.
Boy, hopeful that Cedric could get to this. That ball is off the end of the bat, so it's got nice trajectory, but there's nothing behind it, and it's just not able to get all the way out there. Cedric crashing towards home plate, trying to run this ball down. It just cannot get there.
Brooks Lee put on a couple errors. Runner goes, and the pitch is skied into right. That's DeLuca with room on the track, and the Rays win this one. It's a 6-1 final. A run scores on a hit and a man left in the 9th, and Shane McClanahan will pick up a victory. His 2nd of the year, pitching 5 shutout innings, giving up 3 hits. Over will take the loss. The Rays are 6-1 winners.
Well, our Advent Health plays of the game. Let's talk about Shane McClanahan coming out here today and evening up that record now at 2-2, 5 strong innings, 3 hits, kept the Twins off of the scoreboard, 7 strikeouts. That's a season high. He was pitching backwards all day. Just a different way for him to go out and retire hitters. A lot of changeup, a lot of the slider, 21% fastball, but he was very effective with it. And you got to love the way that he was able to finish his outing. That 5th inning had a couple of runners aboard, a little bit of trouble, a visit by Kyle Snyder. He settled right back in, got the last 2 outs, and got out of that ball game and earned his victory.
Well, a 6-1 final for the Rays. They will square off against Minnesota again tomorrow. We'll be with you. Our coverage begins at 1 o'clock. For Brian Anderson and Ryan Bass, Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Rays postgame with Rich and Doug coming your way in just a moment. We will see you tomorrow afternoon.